Arcade games were a big part of gaming history. Hugely popular arcade games really defined the early gaming landscape. Because of their huge popularity, these games were understandably given a number of sequels. Of course, these games wouldn't be the same if they'd been left simple, so many were injected with completely arbitrary plotlines. In this video, I'm going to break down some of the weird and wonderful plots which were shoehorned into old classics in an attempt to keep them fresh. First off, let's start with Breakout. Interestingly, the paddle from Breakout has a name, ever since the PlayStation port of Breakout. In this version, the paddle known as Bouncer is attacked by a villain known as Batnix, who is a purple paddle with horns. Batnix somehow manages to abduct Bouncer's girlfriend Daisy and imprisons Bouncer. After breaking out from prison, Bouncer has to travel across the land, freeing his friends and eventually defeating Batnix. The story of Breakout was also adapted into a read-along book for kids. Captain John Stuart Chang is delivering high-grade titanium aboard his spaceship when he encounters a strange rainbow barrier. He's able to break through the barrier only by bouncing missiles off of his spaceship in what is an exciting race against time. Of course, this story doesn't seem to understand that space exists in 3 dimensions and Captain Chang can simply go around the barrier. They actually made a couple of these books for different arcade games like Missile Command and Asteroids. I stumbled across them when I was researching this video and wish I could just focus on these for the rest of the video. They're pretty brilliant. I'll put the link in the description so you can check them out. Trying to get kids to read more by making weird books with absurd plots about video games, it's a pretty awesome idea. Anyway, let's get back to the arcade games. The next game to have a plot needlessly shoved into its remakes is Frogger. Frogger has spawned a number of sequels. As is common in many of these shoehorn plots, Frogger has a girlfriend, Lily Frog, and a recurring antagonist, Dr. Waney. Dr. Waney is kind of a crocodile ripoff of Dr. Eggman from Sonic. He creates a number of different machines which battle against Frogger. As if that wasn't enough plot for you, Dr. Waney heads up an evil organisation known as TRIP, Tyrannical Reptiles in Power. They're the main group of antagonists for Frogger in the game. In order to fight TRIP, Frogger gains assistance from a group known as FIRST, which is the Frog International Rescue Support Team. You can really tell that they came up with the acronyms first for these, and then kind of filled in the words later. Finally, we arrive at the big dog, PacMan. PacMan games have transcended their arcade roots, and there have been PacMan games in a variety of genres, from platformers to quiz games, but for the sake of simplicity I'm just going to stick to the arcade-style PacMan games. A number of PacMan games have been based around the Pac family in an attempt to keep the games fresh. While the games are nearly identical in gameplay, apparently having a new character is enough to justify a re-release. Remade versions of Pac-Man featured Mrs. Pac-Man, whose first name interestingly is Pepper, Baby Pac-Man and a Junior Pac-Man. While Baby Pac-Man is a weird kind of hybrid between Pac-Man and Pinball, Junior Pac-Man featured traditional gameplay with a suitably shoehorned plotline. In Junior Pac-Man, our eponymous hero must battle 4 ghosts, as usual, Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Tim, who replaces the series' regular Clyde. However, it also features a Romeo and Juliet-style love story between Junior Pac-Man and a small red ghost named Yum Yum, who is the daughter of Blinky. As Blinky and the other ghosts disapprove of their relationship, they lock Junior Pac-Man in a maze. Obviously this is a terrible idea, as the ghosts have spent the past 5 years watching Pac-Man eat his way out of the maze, but I guess they want to stick with what they know. Anyway, their brilliant plan goes wrong and Junior escapes the maze. He reunites with Yum Yum after brutally killing and eating her dad, but luckily she's able to look past this and they end up together. So now you know the formula. If you have a simple arcade game and you want to make a sequel with a stupid plot, just add a love interest and have her be kidnapped by a ridiculously named villain. Knowing this, we can predict some surely soon to be made video games. Centipede 2, where you rescue Center Patricia from the evil villain Dr. Scorpion, or maybe Galaga 2, where your fiancée Gertrude Lager is imprisoned by Dr. Alien. Actually, I'm pretty sure that last one is a real game.